Hello, my name is Tsunami Kelsey, and welcome to the cellular analogy of a white blood cell. For a bit of background information, this is a project I'm doing for my 9th grade biology class. For my cell, I'm specifically doing an otter white blood cell. White blood cells can be found in the immune system. White blood cells protect you from diseases and illnesses. Slightly off topic, but if you want to learn more about all kinds of different cells, I highly recommend watching Cells at Work. It can be a bit gory at times, but I love the way it explains how the cells work together. You can think of white blood cells as immunity cells, or the knights in a castle. White blood cells are constantly fighting off germs to protect your body. They fight viruses, bacteria, and other germs and or illnesses that can appear in your body. White blood cells contain nuclei, DNA, rough endoplasmic rectilium, smooth endoplasmic rectilium, Golgi bodies, ribosomes, mitochondria, vacuoles, liposomes, cell membrane, cytoplasm, and centrales. I'll explain what all these organelles are to you since it's a lot of information. Nuclei, or the nucleus, is a small round circle that contains chromosomes, RNA, and DNA. Think of the nucleus as a wallet, and the chromosomes, DNA, and RNA are the currency. Now, DNA is the building block of life. DNA contains the genetic information or code that is unique to every person and animal. You can think of it as a sort of instruction manual, and you are an IKEA bookshelf. Now, IKEA bookshelves have a lot of parts to them, and the instruction manual puts all these parts together. So I like to think of myself as an IKEA bookshelf. Great, I know. Anyways, there are two types of endoplasmic rectiliums. First, we have the rough endoplasmic rectilium. Rough endoplasmic rectilium has attached ribosomes that modify proteins. Then, we have the smooth endoplasmic rectilium, which lack ribosomes. But they synthesize carbs, lipids, and sterilize hormones. Golgi Body is a cell organelle that helps process and package proteins and lipid molecules. Think of it as a sort of mail system, like a mailman, someone that packages the mail for you for it to be shipped. Ribosomes. These are part of the cell that synthesizes or creates proteins. Proteins are a very important part of your body, and I could do a whole video on why. But all you need to know is that ribosomes create proteins, which help you with the muscle movements. Next, we have the mitochondria. You might have heard it said that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, but that would actually be wrong. Sorry to tell you this way. The mitochondria is where ATP is made, which is basically energy. It's also the site of cellular respiration. ATP is used all the time in cells. Cellular respiration is sort of like your body creating the energy it needs from oxygen and glucose. Mitochondria help with the production of energy, but that energy doesn't go through everything like we learned in 7th grade. Vacuoles are a little bit hard to explain, but I'll try my best. We need to know what a vesicle is and then what a vacuole is. A vesicle is like a box that you pack stuff in. Remember the Golgi bodies I was talking about earlier? Well, these are the boxes that you use in the post office. Now, a vacuole is larger than a vesicle. It functions in the storage. Basically, it makes sure as to what goes where. Liposomes contain enzymes. They digest worn-out cells, which is important to your body because you don't want to have a dead cell in your body, especially not a white blood cell. A cell membrane, also known as the plasma membrane, is a semi-permeable substance. It is made of 2 layers of lipids, which contain long-term energy. In a simpler sentence, the cell membrane lets materials in and out of the cell. Small particles, or molecules, easily pass through the cell membrane, while larger molecules need extra help and more energy. Semi-permeable means that only some materials can come in and out of the cell. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that holds organelles and other substances. If you have ever watched a D&D movie, you can think of it as the gelatinous cube. It doesn't kill everything that enters it, but it does hold bones and stuff inside of it. Think of the bones as organelles. The last thing this contains is centrales. These are organelles that are located in the cytoplasm of animal cells. They help determine the locations of the nucleus and other organelles within the cell. Think of them like a map. White blood cells do not have a cell wall or chloroplast. A cell wall is used as a wall around the plant cell. It serves for protection and storage. Chloroplast is found in plant cells. They convert light energy from the sun into chemical energy. That is called the photosynthetic process. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's okay. Cell walls and chloroplasts are not in the white blood cell. I repeat, cell walls and chloroplasts are not in the white blood cell. All of these are needed for homeostasis. Homeostasis is a process of the cell where your body is working to maintain a stable internal environment. Homeostasis is important for people, animals, and many other organisms to live. If someone doesn't have homeostasis in their body, they could die or get sick. We need the ribosomes and cell membrane to work with other parts of the cell to complete what we need for homeostasis. The nucleus works with the other organelles to ensure homeostasis by controlling cell activities. We need the nucleus for homeostasis as it controls what the cell does. The cell membrane is also a very important part of homeostasis in the cell. The cell membrane is semi-permeable, selecting what comes in and out of the cell. Ribosomes and the mitochondria work together to make proteins, which help us with homeostasis in the cell. Mitochondria creates energy for the cell, which means that without the mitochondria, the cell wouldn't even have energy, which is why it's needed for homeostasis. Now, for my analogy, I think of the white blood cell as a post office. I've already given many examples: the nucleus as a wallet, the Golgi Body as a route, the vacuoles being the boxes, and the centrales as the map where the route goes on. I think of the DNA as the boss of the post office, telling everyone what to put where, but you can also think of it as the furniture in the office. The endoplasmic rectiliums are like the workers, synthesizing carbs and modifying proteins. Ribosomes help to make proteins, so I like to imagine them in the back, putting boxes together and taping fragile things together so that they don't break on our journey. The mitochondria works in the back too, making coffee for everyone in the office to drink for energy. Lysomes send back broken boxes and mail that has been sent to the wrong place, making sure that they get out of the post office to be sent to the correct place. The cell membrane is the guard of the entrance of the post office, making sure that whoever enters the building has a purpose. Cytoplasm is the packing peanuts in boxes, filling up the extra space. And that was the cellular analogy of a white blood cell. As I said before, I like to think of it as a post office, but you've already seen my analogy for it. I also think of them as the white blood cells from cells at work, but we already talked about that one. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.